Hey everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week I am planning for the week of October 2nd to October 8th, and I am using the Zombina kit from ScribblePrintsCo that came out last year. I didn't get a chance to use this kit because I had two weddings in October and each of those weeks needed its own wedding themed kit, so I forewent a lot of spooky spreads for that spooky season of 2022. And this year also I have two things. So I have a wedding and a baby shower. So those two are also getting like their respective kind of themed weeks. So it's like spooky season is just getting like the back burner for these last 2 years. But hopefully next year just goes full throttle. I did buy a kit from Crest Press and just realized that there's no room in this bunch of spreads this October to use them, but I'll just save it for next year, and hopefully next year is just like all spooky spreads all throughout October, because those are the vibes I am now wanting and craving. But yes, so what's going on with this week? Oh, this week was a nice week because I had software training at work. We have a whole new dental software that we're using at work that I say it was nice but everything was actually really discombobulated. Like, we did our training, but then I also saw patients at the same time. So like my head was like not really in it, but also like they told us to watch these videos and I watched the videos. And everyone was learning a bit slower than I did. I was told to stop pushing buttons so quickly, but I'm like, that's how I learn, by like playing with like a software where I can't actually make any significant change, just play around with all the buttons and see what they do. So that was kind of annoying, but it did mean that there was some downtime at work, and I only saw like 3 to 4 patients for a couple of days when normally I see like 7. So that was nice. And then also this was the weekend that I planned to go to Delaware to see my sister and hang out with her, but just like very low key, like not make like a million plans. Although my sister ended up making a million plans to make different cookies and treats using like the Pillsbury cookies, like the ones that have like the little, like a ghost or a pumpkin on them. You know, the ones I'm talking about, like around Christmas time, they have the reindeer and the little Christmas trees. Those, like, she found so many on Instagram, and I'm like, we gotta pick one. Which one do you want to do? We ended up doing the ice cream sandwiches, where the cookie was the like the bread part. Ice cream I picked out, and I will take the full responsibility that it wasn't very good. Vicky wanted to make the ice cream, but then we didn't have time. The weekend just went by a lot faster than we thought it would. But anyway, I'm also using silver foil for this week, which now I'm thinking like I probably should have used hollow. I don't hate the silver. I actually love it very much, but I feel like I have not used hollow in a minute, and I've been using a lot of silver, well, like silver and gold. And then next week, I'm not using silver next week. I'm using rose gold. Okay, anyway, ignore me. So yeah, I really love how the spread turned out. Like, I know you can't see it yet, but these stickers are, and like the art is so stinking fun. I was like devastated when I couldn't use it last year, and I'm so happy that I saved it for this year, and I can't believe how quickly that happened, that I'm already using it in this planner. It's insane how fast like time goes, especially these last 4 months. I feel like they always fly by. Like the first 6 months go by like at a snail's pace, and then it's like summer toss up on how fast it goes. The Burr months, they whiz by, which is crazy. But I am looking forward to the holidays. So yeah, I'm like, that's the week. All right, so I'm gonna start going in with my sidebar. Not on the video because I'm still putting down the headers, but I think if I talk for another like 10 seconds, we will get to the side bar. Tried. And there's my laundry going off. It's a very long song. I don't even know if I should talk over it. I guess I'm talking over it now. But for the sidebar, I'm cupping my hands over my phone speaker as if it's going to block out any of the noise of the laundry. Just when you think it's over, it's not over. I'm waiting. Oh, I didn't do the beep 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 beep, beep, beep. Anyway, so for my sidebar, I put down 2 of the habit trackers like I normally do, and then a small square box and a half box, and I marked the software training at work and my sister weekend like I just described to you guys. I put them in my sidebar. No lyrics this week. Then I put down a pattern washi and a this week sticker from Ice Cream Joe and an ombre heart checklist for my to-dos for the week. Then moving on to Monday, the first thing I marked was catching up on some Big Brother. And then I started listening to podcasts, I guess for the rest of my commute, because I only, like, the Big Brother episode was like 40 minutes. What did I listen to? I think I was listening to New Heights, which is the Travis and Jason Kelsey podcast, which my brother-in-law told me to listen to when he saw that I was like watching the Eagles games and stuff and trying to figure out like what jersey they should get me for the holidays. But now it's like everyone's listening to it because there is a podcast episode where briefly and not vaguely, but kind of vaguely, they touch on Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So I didn't start with that one. I started the episode where Jason and Travis talk about how they were both in the Super Bowl last year, because I was like, let me get to know them a little bit. And then I'll dive into the one where they like vaguely, but not really vaguely talk about Taylor Swift. They don't like say much, but it's just like funny to hear them like bring attention to it. I don't know if it's actually funny, but there you have it. So I was listening to that, and then I went to work. I got home, I had some Happy Mail, which were these like scrub headband things that have little buttons on them so I can put my mask over them and then the mask doesn't stay on my ears all day. I used to wear a scrub cap and I got really sick and tired of wearing them because my hair is curly, and then every time I would put the scrub cap on, it would just like squish my hair, and the headband does sort of squish my hair, but it wasn't like an all-encompassing squish. And then now with the scrub cap, I can have like a cute braid or like a cute ponytail or a higher up bun, not one that just like sits at the nape of my neck. It is, I'm just cleaning teeth. I get it. But sometimes you just want to have a little bit more personality because you're like in scrubs all day. Then you have a scrub cap and you just look so singular. That's not even the right word for it, but like you just look so the same every single day. So I got some scrub headbands in different patterns and stuff, and I feel so much better with just like a little headband on. Like I feel cute when I go to work, and it just kind of like boosts my morale. So I'm here for it. I got like 5 of them. 2 of them are Halloween themed and 3 kind of just match the vibes of some of my scrubs. I wear black and blue, but I got like an olive one, a light blue one, and a black one. So very excited to wear those. Very excited to get that Happy Mail. Then I went on the treadmill again. I started doing my little Peloton workouts again. I don't run or anything just yet. We'll see if I get there. I'm trying to make this very like no pressure, no goal, just trying to be a little bit more healthy, bring up my endurance and just my strength and my stamina. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm just like, as long as I can get on it, I'm not putting any like pressure on how many days a week I should do it. Just as long as I do it, I think it'll be good. So I worked out, and I basically power walk, but I'm marking it as a workout because it is, and I get really sweaty. Don't know who I'm justifying this to, except for me and the ether. Then I spent the evening watching some more of Ted Lasso. If you want to hear my thoughts about how much I love that show, it's going to be in the last 2 Plan With Me's. I will spare this one. And then I was catching up on planner things while I was watching. So then moving on to Tuesday, I went to work and I started reading the book Caraval. Did I start reading it there? I don't know. Where did I read books in this one? I think I did start like reading it. No, wait. I did start reading it this day. Okay, so I started reading Caraval, which is a book I've had since like 2019. I remember I bought it in like from Book Outlet when I was like obsessed with buying books. Because, those are 2 different hobbies, reading and buying books. And it's just been sitting on my bookshelf for a while, and I've been collecting all like the subsequent sequels. And I even have Once Upon a Heartbreak, which is like a spin-off of the Caraval series, which I didn't know when I bought it, but like the cover was so pretty, and like at the time, Once Upon a Broken Heart was speaking to me. It is once again. But so I was like, let me start reading Caraval. I feel like it's mystical, magical, perfect for the spooky times. So like start reading it now. And I really enjoyed it. Not like thoroughly enjoyed it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm already on the last book of the series. So I'm really enjoying it, and I just started reading it. Then I went to Dos Caminos with my mom for dinner. She happened to be in the city, so we both went to dinner and went home together. Then I got home, and I wasn't feeling too hot. My throat was itchy, and like my head hurt really badly, so I put a little not feeling well scribbler to mark that. I thought I was getting sick, but I never like fully got sick. I just felt a little under the weather this day and the next day, but I felt it more on Tuesday, so I marked it. Then I got home and I had some Happy Mail waiting for me, which was the 5th volume of the Lore Olympus book. It had come out on this day, and because I pre-ordered it, it was on my doorstep like ASAP, and I'm like, oh God, I have to finish Caraval first, and then I will read it. Or did I want to do that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I was like, let me finish the Caraval series and then I'll read it. But did I end up reading it this week anyway? Yes, I did. So then after that, because it was October 3rd, and on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd. Me and my sister made a plan to have a little Mean Girls movie date where I think we 80% watched it, and then she spent some time on the phone, and I think I was playing Dreamlight Valley in the background because I just had it got it to download the night before onto my PC. So I started playing Dreamlight Valley again. I think I vague is the word of this plan with me, mentioned in the last one. But yeah, so I picked up my Switch again and put on Dreamlight Valley, and then I realized, I can put it on my PC because now I have a PC that supports games, and it is a life changer. I love playing it on the PC so much more, to the point that I don't even want to play it on my Switch anymore. But it'll be handy if I really have the itch to play it, I'll just take it with me. But I'm trying not to bring video games with me to work as a commute thing. I think reading hurts my eyes less and makes my head hurt less sometimes. Not a proven fact, but I think that's my theory. But yeah, it's so much fun playing it on the PC. So I've been playing it all week this week, and all week the week that I'm in. Future Jess is in right now, which is also why this plan with me is a little delayed. So then on Wednesday, I caught up on some more Big Brother, and I treated myself to some Starbucks. Starbucks has become, not Starbucks, Wednesday has become my Starbucks day, which I'm okay with. It used to be Thursdays, but I think this week I also went yes, I did. I went on Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday to Starbucks, but I just really wanted a London fog tea latte, so I got myself one of those. Then I marked work, and when I got home from work, I went on the Peloton again. Yay, me. Did a little walking workout. It's really not that bad. It's half an hour. It just seems so long, and I've noticed that the instructor can make or break it for me. Not particularly as who they are as people, but how the way they say things and the way they encourage you to work out. It's it'll make it seem longer or faster depending on who it is. I like Maddie Giacomo, that one, and Jess King, that one as well. Those two I really like a lot. There's another one I like, but I haven't seen her workouts in a minute, so I don't know her name, but those two are my favorite walking workouts. Maddie, because he talks a lot and he has very engaging conversations, and you kind of listen to him and then don't realize how much time has passed. And Jess King, because she's just a ball of energy and I vibe with her. So yeah, I worked out, and then I cooked myself some dinner, and then I spent the rest of the night finishing Caraval, which I really enjoyed. Then on Thursday, I picked up listening to more of the New Heights podcasts. Look at me go. I think it's anytime if I start if I bring a book with me, if I listen to a podcast the day I have a new book that I haven't read any pages of, I end up listening to the whole podcast because I don't have the willpower to read the book. So I spent my commute listening to podcasts. Then I went to work, and I think in between work I got some more Starbucks. And then on my commute home, I started reading Legendary of just a few pages, nothing crazy. And when I got home, I filmed last week's plan with me. And then I think I didn't finish watching Ted Lasso. I was finishing up the 3rd season of Ted Lasso at night. And then I played some Dreamlight Valley. I have a feeling I watched Ted Lasso and played Dreamlight Valley at the same time. Something's telling me that. I can't remember, and I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I think so. Then on Friday, I published my plan with me, and I packed to go to Delaware. I went to therapy and left straight from therapy to drive to Delaware, and I realized something in therapy. This is not like divulging any information or oversharing, but I guess this is oversharing. But I was like, I sweat every time I'm in therapy, like so much, to the point where I had to ask my therapist, I'm like, do people like usually sweat when they're in here? And then also I asked her, I'm like, do you have the heat on? Because I'm like, when I sit down, like for like the first 30 seconds, everything is very like a comfortable temperature. And then as the session progresses, I'm so sweaty. The first time it happened that I noticed that I was sweaty, I thought I just didn't put deodorant on. And then the second time, I'm like, maybe I'm just like wearing too many layers. And then the third time, I was like, my armpits were like open. I was wearing like a tank top and a really big jacket. Not like a big jacket, like a thick one, but like very loose fitting, nothing like blocking the armpit. And I was like, I'm still sweating. Like, what is going on? She said it was anxiety. So that's always fun. But yeah, apparently that's going to go away eventually. Who knows? But yeah. So anyway, so then I drove to Delaware. And when I got there, my sister was still at work, and Brandon, my brother-in-law, was still working. He's working from home though. So I brought Legendary with me and the Lore Olympus, because I had a feeling I would read Lore Olympus more passively than I would Legendary. So I like, let me bring Lore Olympus with me. And since Brandon was still working, I kind of just sat on the couch and binged the entire volume. It doesn't take very long to read, like I think like an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it was nice. Just breeze through the whole thing. I love Lore Olympus so much. Persephone and Hades are just, oh my God, I love them so much. They're so cute together. Problematic, maybe, but like, oh my God, so cute. And I already have the 6th volume pre-ordered because that one's coming out in May, perfect for my birthday. But she's pre-ordered and I expect her on my front doorstep like the 5th one was. Then when my sister got back and Brandon was done with work, we all went to go get ramen for dinner, and then we headed to Target, did something there. What were we getting at Target? I don't even remember. I think we were going to look at like spooky things, and my sister needed batteries. She needed batteries. She kept saying it, and we remembered she needed batteries. And then we got home and just watched a lot of TV and whatever was on TV. We were just kind of like passively watching everything. So I just marked TV time. Then on Saturday, I spent the morning finishing the last episodes of Ted Lasso, and I cried at the ending, and it was such a good show. I would rewatch it eventually, but what a comfort show. What a good show. And I like love and hate that they ended it after the 3rd season, because like it ended perfectly. And like now they can't ruin it. So I'm okay. Like I'm sad that there's not going to be more episodes, but I'm okay with it. So then after finishing Ted Lasso, me and my sister were going to spend the day together. So we went to Cava for some lunch, and by the Cava there was an Ulta. So I went in there to pick up some skincare products because I didn't spend enough money at Ulta the week before, clearly. And then we got some Starbucks and went shopping together. What did we buy? I know we spent a lot of money. We went into Lush and blacked out and bought like $200 worth of bath products because they had their Halloween stuff and their holiday stuff. So I just like couldn't resist. And then, oh my God. And then we also walked past a, not a Squishmallows store. I don't think they're Squishmallows, but they're Squishables. And it was buy one, get one 50% off. And I think me and my sister were like in a little bit of a delusional mood. Like, I don't know, but we walked into the store and Vicky kept hugging everything. And I was like, oh my God, all this stuff is so cute. And then I found this like oyster with like a pearlescent pearl. This is a stuffed animal, by the way. This is a plushie. This big old oyster. And she's got a little pearl. And the oyster has a smiley face and the pearl had a smiley face. And I was like, I can't resist this. I can't resist. And so I was like, I'm getting it, Vegas, so you may as well get something. Not like she wasn't getting something, but like you may as well get something because now it's going to be 50% off. So she came out with a giant octopus. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. We looked drunk. We were not. We were completely sober, but like we looked drunk. But like, yeah, and then so we like also these things weren't like cheap. Like, yeah, I know they were buy one, get one 50% off, but I think like mine was $50 and Vicky's was like 40 something. So we spent like $75 on plushies. Just 2 of them. I have no regrets. She looks like I'm looking at her right now on my bed and the oyster is like really, really cute. But yeah, I don't know what happened to us there. And so anyway, so after we got back from the mall, We went out to eat dinner with Brandon and then got back home and just relaxed. We made some ice cream sandwiches, which I marked. They weren't very good, but I marked them anyway, just because we made them. And we started rewatching Big Brother 16. My sister loved that season and I had never watched it. So we just like put it on the TV as we scrolled on our phones and just relax, which is like the whole point of the weekend. Then on a Sunday, I was supposed to stay pretty late to eat wings and watch the Eagles versus someone. I don't remember who. The Rams? Maybe? I don't know. But then Vicky and Brandon had to go to her in-laws, Brandon's family, her in-laws. And so I left early this day, but I did have a very lazy morning. I woke up early and just watched some YouTube videos and just caught up on stuff like on the internets. And then we went to go get breakfast and then we parted ways. I drove back home and then they drove wherever they needed to go. I got home and I had some SPC Happy Mail waiting for me and Amazon, although I don't remember now what it was. What was it? I couldn't tell you. I don't buy like a lot of things on Amazon, but when I do buy things on Amazon, it's a lot. Like I feel like there's a difference. What did I get? I don't even remember. What was waiting for me? A shower cap. Probably what no one was expecting, but yeah, it was like a shower cap and like a back loofah scrubber thing because I can't reach my back. Although I think I can, but it never seems like I can reach my back. So anyway, the next thing I marked was Go Birds for the Eagles and whoever they were playing. I don't know if it was the Rams. I couldn't watch the game on my TV because for some reason it wasn't like available. A lot of the Eagles games are available in New York, but for some reason this one wasn't, and I get it because we're in New York and not Pennsylvania or Philly. So I couldn't actually watch it, but I was watching the score and playing Dreamlight Valley instead. So I was like, all right. I mean, I think even if the game was on, I would have been playing Dreamlight Valley, but you get my point. So I played more Dreamlight Valley, was getting into the main storyline, which was starting to hurt. Like if you've got into the main storyline or like completed it, you know what I'm talking about. It was starting to hurt. So then I took a bath and just meal prepped some lunches, even though it was like the last thing I wanted to do. And then I literally spent the rest of the night playing more Dreamlight Valley. That was my week. Look at me go. And I'm still putting stickers down. I did good on my timing this week. Does it get annoying that I like always talk about my timing? I just feel like sometimes I talk way past like the stickers being put down and I'm already like waving and showing the full spread. But anyway, here is the spread in full. I don't remember the last time I was able to say that, but it came out so good and so fun. I love the colors and I love the addition of the orange because it was like an extra color, but I love it. Probably could have used like sparkly hollow, but I'm not mad at the silver. I really like it and I think she came out stunning. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching and I will talk to you all later or next week. Yes, next week. All right. Bye.